Yo, 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 beautiful people. How y'all doing out there? Peace, love, and law. Welcome to In God We Trust Academy podcast today, guys. How y'all doing out there? Drop some ones in here. Let me know you're with us and tell us where you're from. Hope everybody's having a great day, though, for sure, man. Definitely a beautiful time to be present here amongst the living. And I mean those who are really spiritually living out here. Man, some people are alive, but they ain't living though, you know? So I'm definitely grateful for being amongst the living. Always an amazing time, right? Always. Yeah, grand day. How you doing? Y'all some time to get up in here. And we got work session. Season 8 coming up. 10th. 7 more days, guys. And we're going to pop season 8 off. Yeah, we ready for it. Hope y'all ready for it, because I know I am. If you are, then I am. First and foremost, though, guys, we want to always give thanks to you guys for showing up, participating in everything that we do. Man, take everything that you hear, man, and research, apply it, live it. You can't stop being a student. You can't stop, because I'm not. And a lot of y'all come to listen to me talk, but the truth is, bro, I don't stop. I'm still a student. Always will remain humble to be one. I can be taught, and I don't never want to lose that I feel like I can't be taught something. You know, everybody can be taught, and, you know, you got to really want it. And whatever it is that you doing out here, guys, you got to want it. And if you don't want it, then I'm telling you, it's going to show. It's going to show. Time plus consistency equals growth, family. And just know, man, God created you for a purpose. You here. You alive right now. You already chosen. And a lot of y'all think that God needs you to believe in God. No, that's not how it works. God don't need you to believe in him. That's a crazy type of statement to even think, right? And when you know, it's just more so of you knowing that God is all things, man, and all things is in the common denominator of energy. Energy itself. Energy is pure. You know what I mean? That is the essence. But energy has its laws, though. That's the thing that we're all subject to. All right? So we can't never forget that. No matter what you believe or say, there is a law that has been created, that it is established about, well, when it comes to energy, cause and effect, things of that nature, right? It is what it is. But let's lock in, though. Let's lock in. This is not a work session, guys. There's nothing to let you guys in. We're just on the podcast, and we don't have work sessions until next Monday. So that's when we'll be locked in. But other than that, though, man, I am having a great and beautiful day. Hope your days are great, man. All praise to the Most High for everything that has transpired for us to have this moment in the meeting of the minds right now. It's just beautiful time. Like I say, just to be here and able to learn and still have, the right of freedom, etc. But today we're going to talk about you guys, the people's choice. Everything that you hear at this time is for educational religious purposes only. So anybody that want any legal advice, please go and seek that. But it's the people's choice, guys. I don't think you guys really truly understand your situation here. And I'm going to keep talking to you guys. Are you aware? And the truth is, a lot of you guys are not aware. Are you aware of your situation? That's the thing. Are you aware? Are you aware first who you are as an individual, who you are within your family, who you are within your community, who you are amongst your race, your ethnicity, who you are amongst your state, political status, and who you are internationally? What do you know about that when it comes to you? Is that even a thought to you? And if that's not a thought to you, especially as the man of the household, man, you're missing so many pieces about yourself that you must start tapping into and opening those things so that you can continue to grow. Gotta continue to grow. You forgot as an infant, as a baby. You gotta remember as an infant, as I watch my child now, just knowing that she seeks self preservation. She wants to do everything herself, and if she can't, then she gonna make sure you come do it for her on her time. And it comes with a lot of screaming and etc. But the point is, when they're able to do for themselves, they just don't need you no more in that area. And you forgot about that. Oh, you went the opposite way. You became dependent. And you got to truly understand how the United States of America works. They said there will be no kings. There will be no, you know, emperors or anything of that nature. And all power will be into the people's hand. But in order for that to be suffice and sufficient, and then in order to have efficiency in it, is the people got to know the law. The people cannot be ignorant of the law. And if at any given point in time that the people become ignorant of the law and they stop asserting their rights, they will become subjective to, well, tyrannical things that's going to happen to you and tyranny. So you have to truly understand that. And so, since that, number one, the law is not taught in any form of public schools, etc., because since ignorance of the law is inexcusable, it definitely should have been educated through and to all children, at least a base form, to the highest extent, right? And when it comes to banking and financial literacy, etc., these should just be the same type of subjects that you would have in math and science. It's no reason to limit our children as if they're not possible of truly understanding these things when everything they're doing is just trying to learn the way of the world at that particular time. So they're all open books, literally, that's waiting to be written in. But when you take them through these processes and like they took us through schools, and then you get old enough to see that it's a bunch of lies. Shit was wrong. They didn't really equip you for anything. And truthfully, now that's to understand that, well, it's really for the people to equip themselves. And the people have to have the knowledge and the wisdom of the law itself. And if you do not, then you're going to suffer. And a lot of things that you guys think that's lawful, it's not. A lot of the things that you see with the banks and stuff like that, you think they're acting lawfully. They're not. You think no, they're not. You've been warned of all of them throughout the Bible as well, from the lawyer, the physician, from the scribes to the whoever. They all lying to you. They all shooting you shit. They all wasting your time, and they willing to do whatever it is to get by. And if that is not so, well, face the reality for yourself. When you look at everything that you as a people have invested in, what have you got from it? This is real. When you look as the people, what you have fully invested in, and I'm talking about you invested in it for generations because you were taught these things. It became traditional of things. What have you received from this? And why is it that you're still facing and dealing with the same exact things that, well, you know, your grandparents or great grandparents dealt with and from the 60s, 40s, on up? Why are you still dealing with those things? Is what you got to ask yourself. Yeah. What's the purpose? What are we doing is my question. And then a lot of you are waiting to blame it on someone. And I promise you, there's nobody to blame but yourselves as the people. Yeah, the people. It's your fault. It's everything that's going on. It's because you are not aware of nothing, for real. You're just out here fully entertained, living life by. That's it. They don't mind giving y'all money as long as you don't start getting into law. As long as you don't truly start reading law and start understanding these things so they can, you know, be held accountable, then, hey, they're not worried about half the stuff that you guys are doing. Make some millions, great. They don't care about that. When they ready to take it from you, they know how to come get it because you are not aware of the law. So you're going to do something, and they're just waiting. Or somebody set you up in some type of way, and it goes that way. But I'm saying the reason why is because the people, y'all not aware. Y'all waiting on the Epstein list. How many of y'all waiting on the Epstein list? Drop some ones. Real question. Let me know. Yes, we can see you. Charles Peace. So, Epstein. We're waiting on the Epstein list. Who's waiting? Drop the ones. I want to know. Tell me, are you waiting on the Epstein? Are you waiting on the Epstein list, guys? Please tell me so we can talk about this. I want to know. I got to ask you guys some questions. Because if you are, well, once they give you the list, then what? This is the question. Once they give you the list, what is it going to do for you? What will you accomplish with this list? What will you profit with this list? Does it serve any purpose for you at all? Because once the truth is revealed to you, what will you do? Is the question. You know? I really want to know. And I'm asking that and I'm asking that because again, it's the people's situation. And if the people are not aware of what to do, like if something happens to you guys, this is how I know our people are not aware. You guys go literally file a complaint at the police department. And I never understood that. But that just shows that the people don't know the law. You walk up to the police department. I like to make a complaint. And have y'all not ever heard of impartiality of justice? You feel what I'm saying? Have you ever heard of that? And if you have, then you should know you don't need to go to the department that hurt you, that somebody works for. Why would you do that? That's kind of crazy, right? That's the reason why you have what you call the federal government itself. The federal government. 42 USC. 1983, you want to make a complaint about somebody? Make it there. Hold them accountable there. That's what you do. And use the Constitution to hold them accountable. That's where you go. You want to hold them accountable? That's all you have to do, okay? So that's all I can tell you guys. Is you got to start thinking about what the actual Constitution say, because people read the Constitution, they just read it, and then it's like y'all let these people start trying to interpret like it don't say what it means. We got to realize that it says what it means. Search and seizure, due process of law, your enumerated rights. But the thing is, when you read the Constitution, it literally tells you one thing. It says, okay, that all rights are basically retained by the people. So if the people retain the right, and that's just like you're the one that's holding the sword and you're holding the law in your hand, and it's your choice to choose to exercise, to wield the sword, to wield the law. And if you do not choose to do that, then that means you waive to act upon that right. It doesn't mean you lose it. You just chose not to act upon it. And when you do that, that means now you're in full, total agreement of any procedures that is carrying on with you. And we have to stop doing that. You stop. See, you guys don't even understand that no matter what they do and what they create, did y'all not know that a software, if they pull you over and say, "Hey, you got a warrant for your arrest," and it's on a computer. Okay, first and foremost, it's on a computer. Then there's a software. Okay, this thing can't think this, but it is a software. So this software is reporting that there's a warrant for your arrest, but this software cannot validate whether the warrant, whether the warrant is actually a good warrant or not. It could be false, right? So it can't take the validity of that warrant. It just reports it. No one checks the validity at all at no single point of time. So when you request that warrant to be present upon the scene, and then they can't show it at any point in time from there, at that moment, it becomes false arrest. And you have to know that. Okay? So the next thing they supposed to do, since they running this bullshit system anyway, they supposed to take you straight to the magistrate. I ain't talking about jail. If they take you straight to jail, that's still false imprisonment and violation of due process of law, because you're supposed to go straight to the magistrate. Why are we going straight to the magistrate? Can anybody tell me why? Drop it in the chat. Why should we go straight to the magistrate? Why should the officer, the arresting officer, the one who arrests based upon the warrant that he said that it's a warrant out for your arrest, why did they not? Why are they not taking you straight to the actual magistrate? And why are they supposed to? Yeah. Waiting on you guys in the chat. Can you tell me why? Keep tapping that screen. I can't do it with y'all today. Yeah, but do you know why? I want to know. I mean, I can tell you. I definitely can tell you why. But do you know why? Because they have to validate the arrest. Great job, Phaedra Jones. They got to. Because now the magistrate is going to say, or whoever, they should be able to take you straight to the one who put out the warrant, to be honest with you, and say, "Hey, did you put out this warrant?" And they need validation or proof of that. They don't have it. They didn't have it on the scene. They brought you in, and now when you go in, and then they gotta ask you, how is it that you plead? And you say, I'm not here to make any form of plea at this time. I am here with limited jurisdiction to challenge jurisdiction. Okay? You're just here to challenge. So this is so if your state has a plea of the mirror, you can do that because that's the same thing. If your state has a let's see, if they don't have that, then it's a motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction. You see? And there you go. And you just fully explain why, because this is the process. If they take you and fingerprint you first, and then they put you in jail, you're not even supposed to be losing anything unless you're charged. The only people that can actually put you in jail is by way of grand jury indictment. And if they say, go pick you up, then pick you up because you're being charged, you're going to jail. And it's by warrant. That's the only way that you can go. They're not supposed to be taking you to jail, guys, and just putting you in there and waiting on you to see the magistrate 72 hours later. That's bullshit. You're supposed to see the magistrate first, and the magistrate will determine if there's enough evidence to send your ass to jail. Do you know why? Because a prosecutor is not supposed to bring any form of prosecution if there's doubt. If there's doubt. And that literally means that that's how you keep a clear record. But if there's any form of a reasonable doubt that has been created, then there's no point in bringing a prosecution. They're going to freaking lose. You know? Yes. They're going to lose. But it's up to the people to know this, to assert this right, to exercise this, right? So they're going to say, well, this court does have jurisdiction. The court might have would have had jurisdiction, but since there's a violation of due process of law, the court does not have jurisdiction here today. There's no personal jurisdiction for the court to even have over you because there is nothing here. They violated due process. And if they find anything based upon violating you, so let's say, I don't know, let's say they might have found a gun. So let's say if you had gun charges behind this, all of that has to be dismissed too. It's fruit of the poisonous tree. And it's out of here. But you gotta realize, like, all of this due process, all of this is trust. Constitution is a trust itself. It's a trust indenture. The public servants themselves are considered to be the trustees. Go read Virginia Constitution. It's telling you that. Right? Everybody asking, what are Article 3 courts? Article 3 courts are courts that are written in the Constitution. So a circuit court is an Article 3 court. Now, a district court in the county is not an Article 3 court. But the circuit court is. The district court is a legislative court. It was created by legislation. The circuit courts, like the circuit court in Alabama, that is written in the Constitution. That's an Article 3 court. The appellate court is written in the Constitution. That's an Article 3 court. The Supreme Court is written in the Constitution. That's an Article 3 court. But when you start getting to these municipal courts, these city courts, and you start getting to these in the county at the lower court, which is the district that they're holding in there. Yeah, when you get to that, all that's bullshit. All of that is administration tribunals, and you're not supposed to be in those court, none whatsoever. They do not have jurisdiction over the actual living man. And what I mean by that is because the only way that they can and do is because you consent to it. Other than that, they don't have it. They have to literally dismiss the case and move it to a competent jurisdiction because any case that involves them is going to deal with liberties, and it does not deal. And that one of the liberties is due process of law. So if any accusations are made against you, you got a right to a trial by jury. You see what I'm saying? You got that. So therefore, anytime you in those courts, they don't have personal jurisdiction. Why? Because this procedures will literally violate your right to due process. So therefore, you do a motion to dismiss. If they don't want to dismiss and move it to another venue of a competent court, which is why And this is the dumbest shit. This is why I say it wastes your time. Why do you have to go to a municipal court and then you appeal it to a Article 3 court? The one that's going to appeal to is the circuit court. So here in Alabama, if the city of Huntsville gives somebody a ticket, okay, the city of Huntsville court is a legislative court. All right, but they doing this in the right of the state, so to say. So what they trying to say? But here's the problem, though. They can't be the prosecutor and the accuser, and the adjudicator. They can't do all of that. All of that is executive. They all work for it. So there's no impartial justice there for you at all. This violates due process. So with that being said, it has to go up to the next higher court. But that's the reason why their decisions are appealed to the Article 3 court, which is the circuit court, which is why I say it's stupid to even be in that court in the freaking first place. Why do we even have to start here? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. It's the waste of all of that. It violates due process. You're not supposed to be there. And that's a fact. I hope everybody understand that. If you do, drop some ones and we'll keep it moving. Let me know. Because you got to know this. It's the people's choice. This shit is happening to you because you don't know the law. Ignorance has always kicked your ass. People, man. Yes. And the fact that we just have human errors, that too. But I'm telling you, this is our problem. This is our situation. I don't know. You don't. It's we're sitting at a place to where we don't have to be, and the only reason we're here at this place is because we just choose an entertainment. Most people are entertained. It's only a certain percentage that get it and they know, and then we're watching these people have that type of life, and they usually. Y'all just gotta watch, pay attention. That's all I'm saying. Know what you're doing, right? Know exactly what you are doing. And Charles Coleman, whatever they're giving you, then take it. It still implies the same thing. It's still connected to everything from birth. It does not matter that whatever birth certificate that you go to the vital statistics and they give you, use that. That's what you're supposed to use. It does not matter. If you get it from the federal government, either way it go, it's going to be literally stamped and sealed by the government itself, by the issuer. So y'all be trying to look for certain stuff. It don't change nothing. You can claim anything and all interest that's in related to it, which is the estate itself, and that means anything that you create over time, whether tangible or intangible property, corporal, personal, real property, whatever. All of it is part of the estate, and you can literally claim that right now and the future labor of that. It's totally up to you, but you don't have to make it hard. Come all the way down here just to talk about a birth certificate when you can just get on vital statistics, get the birth certificate, and there you go. It does not change nothing. And you still can make the same claim you've been making because why? You got access to it. It is already in your control. Right now, you're just setting up the legacy of it to make sure that it moves forward and it transfers in the right place so it doesn't fall to your estate don't fall as a ward of the state, which meaning that if at any time that you become incompetent of handling your affairs, the state has to step in. So that means to all y'all people out there, when you go to court and they have to give you a public defender, you right then and there, you become a ward of the state. Okay? You can only become a ward of the state through activities dealing with the government, not through your whole daily damn life. Stop making it up like it is. It's not. It's only when you are in the situation dealing with the government and they have to deal with you in certain type of capacity. So if you're in sound mind, you're alive, you're in full life, which means you're alive and you're civilly alive, right? You have civil life. You're not civilly dead. If those two things occur, then guess what? Okay? And you're able to handle your affairs, then handle your affairs. You're in the majority. You're only a minority when you can't. So anytime they have to step in for you and do things for you, you're considered a ward of the state. All people on SNAP benefits and stuff like that, you become a ward of the state, literally because you can't handle certain affairs to take care of your freaking self. That's what that means. It's the people's choice, though. What you gonna do? Justice is only for those who are willing to carry the law. If you're not willing to carry the law, don't seek justice. Because you don't have to seek justice when you become the law. And the law in motion is yourself. You will have justice because you bring it. Ain't no seeking it. Hope that makes sense. People got to remember who you are. You should never any trial or be on any trial without your peers being trial by jury, meaning that the people know the law and they are the of the law and facts, right? They can do both. So without that, guys, I'm telling you, we lose as people. You lose your house, you lose everything. Like most people, like, and this is, I have to keep saying this. All of you right now, you don't even understand why you pay taxes on your home. You think you just paying taxes just to be paying taxes. The truth is you paying taxes because they think that you're making money and profit from your home. Right? Why? You don't want to know why? Because they say, hey, you have a fair market value. And we're going to come by and we're going to value your home because this is considered a profit to you. And since it's a profit to you, because every time we give it a new value, we get to tax it more. Can y'all see the game they even playing with you? So remove it so they can't do that shit. This is the reason why there's grace under God. And when you remove from under God, then that's when you're under the provisions of the state. And the state has a very hard iron fist. It rules with an iron fist. And since the state rules with an iron fist, there is no spirit of law within it. Statutory. Okay? Yeah. If we seek help with child support services, are we making our children's wards of the state? You making the father a ward of the state? Or you making whoever being placed on child support a ward of the state at that particular time? And that pretty much all of y'all is, because y'all can't sit there and handle the affairs. The state should never have to ever come between the affairs of family matters. Ever. Should never happen. This is why people did shit in the church. They knew not to take it to the state. You wanted to keep the state far away from involved in any affairs, man. The only thing the state trying to do is keep some land protected and fight. That's it. You need to stay far away from the state that you possibly can to handle all of your affairs. You didn't want the state to be involved. Ever. So now you got to realize that's the reason why the government is set up for the people at all times. So now, since you know the power is in the people, now that leaves the power to have full rights to all contracts. You get to decide how everything is going to operate for you and your people. And like I said, once you operate in a certain way, you remove the state from everything, especially when they tell you it's a separation of church and state, and it is. I mean, I'm just being for real. If you believe in a certain type of religion, then why would you allow your children to go to a public school where there's people got all different type of backgrounds and everything, and it can mess with their salvation. Why would you put them in situations that they don't need to really be in to be knowing of other people's situations, religion? Like, you putting yourself around kids that don't even have the same morals as your family do. So when you do that, and then you surprised because they come back home and then they mama start saying words that you ain't never heard before, or how they know some shit like that. Well, that's why. So you can't get mad when you see people like the Amish people do it, or the Jewish community and stuff like that when they do it, and then you mad because they have what they have, bro. Why? You don't got to be mad at that. Shit, that's a sign of we should do the same damn thing. Why are we even thinking about doing anything else other than making sure that we take control of our situation? Everything that we're doing right now is just crazy. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. You can do it. You can do it, family. You can do it. But you got to stop looking at yourself as the enemy. And this is why I keep saying to people even now, like I have this flag behind me, right? And this is a sovereign flag of the people of Moorish National Republic of Peace. But me having this flag don't mean that I don't have compassion still for my people, my family that's not in this with me. Like, we still willing to help those who don't know. I don't still, like, even if you in another nation or tribe, I still love you. We still willing to help. We still willing to reach out. We still willing to do economical things, et cetera, together. Like, I'm not here to tarnish your name, tarnish your your journey or anything that y'all building. We not here for that. Right? And that goes to all people. We just here in peace and order, and we just want to govern ourselves. We ain't trying to govern you. We ain't trying to tell you what to do. None of that. We just want to be able to fully govern ourselves and handle our own internal affairs. That's it. We didn't say we want to come take over your land. We ain't want to come take over your whatever. We'll buy our own land. We will gradually continue to grow as communities. We will establish, things as we grow. We're not just sitting here and say we own the whole damn world. We know we don't. But we're going to be us. Nobody's going to stop us from doing that, like nobody's stopping you from doing that. But that's why even then I still get on here and I come on here and I talk to you guys about your situation that you need to be in light of. Man, people talk about Moors and all this type of stuff every day. But see, I know none of that stuff matters. Y'all can say anything. Y'all can say, oh, that group's not this. But the truth is they are. They really are who they say they are. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can come up and call yourself the Ching Ching Chong family and the family nation. And then if that's what y'all going to be and y'all write a constitution and then your community grow, you end up having 20,000, 100,000 of people. Y'all buy up a lot of land. Next thing you know, you setting those things up. You're governing yourself. I mean, who's going to stop? No, that's nothing you can really do about that. And that's exactly what the United States did to exist today. But it's not going to be around forever. There's never been nothing lasts. Anything that starts, it's got to come to an end. It has a due date. So the next thing is, if you understand what's going on around the world, all these people are, that's why I said you got to know yourself from the micro to the macro. So now we're talking on a larger scale. Internationally, well, you got to think about how far the China man was behind. Or the Asian man. I don't even mean to say China man. The Asian man itself behind. Now look how fluently they moving in throughout the whole entire world through trade. They control a lot of the trade. Seriously. Now you got to look at what Africa doing. They setting up their own markets. They got over 60-something plus markets right now. By the time 2050 hit, bro, Africa finna be booming. And if you not invested or got some part of that, you missed out on something. But it's coming. There's nobody stopping that. But that's why I say, are you prepared yourself? Right? It's 48 million black African-American people. So to say so-called black African-American people in the United States. 48 million people who has no control in economic power anywhere on the face of the freaking earth, no more than being a consumer. That's what y'all got. You see what I'm saying about knowing yourself, knowing your reality? Stop pointing the fingers at other people, other groups, other whatever. Stop doing that. What are you doing for yourself as an individual, for your family, as a community, as for your race, ethnicity, nationality, and as your political status, even up into international? Do you know who you are in this world right now? Check yourself. Yeah, some of y'all think that y'all big, really ants in other places. Small thing to a giant. And I mean that. In your neighborhood, you might be this. You step outside of that, you're going to find out how small you are. Very small. Yeah. So you got to change that as a people, as a group of people. You got to change that. So that's why I say being aware. Awareness is everything. That's what we're going to be focusing on even more in season 8 in work session. Is being aware of your situation, knowing the laws. Stop blaming these people. Stop saying, "Oh, they just gonna do what they want to do." That is the sorriest attitude to have. What are you gonna do? And if you come in my works in my classes, I tell you, it's all about you. It ain't about them. You can't worry about if the judge didn't. The judge ignored my motion. He didn't make a judgment on it. Okay, great. That works in your favor. All you got to do is just do a judicial notice, right? And letting the judge know that he has to have this hearing on this particular motion before they can set trial. If they don't, it's violation of due process. If they still continue to move forward, we do the writ of mandamus or a writ of prohibition to the higher court. You preserve the record every freaking way. It proves they're wrong. Only thing we doing is keeping up with the truth. That's why the Bible says preserve, perseverance. Have perseverance. He said, hey, just do the right thing. Don't worry about it. The truth and the law is on your side. So just persevere. And when I get you in front of one of mine, we're going to take care of that situation for you. Yeah, as soon as I get you in front of one of mine, trust me, because we out here. Oh, we out here. Y'all think God don't got his army, man? Y'all really thought that? Y'all thought we wasn't out here for real? Man. And that's the thing. God's army is in all nationalities. God's army is in all groups. Everywhere. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where we at. We in everything. God's people is there. We in all the places you think we wouldn't be. Yeah, we in the mob. We where the gangsters at. We where all that too. Because God people, all it takes is a prick of the heart, a faith of the mustard seed, and understand that you part of the kingdom. When it's time to help, you help. You be used for that purpose. I guarantee it. So that's why I'm telling you, you don't know where we at. You don't know where we at. So that's why you got to persevere. Give it time. Stand firm, though. Study and show thyself approved. Joshua 1:8. What did Joshua 1:8 say? Go read it. Joshua 1:8. We finna pull it up for you. Let's get to it. Y'all got to know this. A lot of y'all already know it. But if you don't know it, read it. Keep this book of the law always on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. So you got to study to show yourself approved, guys. Yeah, and then not only that, it lets you know once you study and show yourself approved, once you get there and you think you ready, guess what? I got to take you to the fire. Oh, and that's the problem with some of y'all. Y'all think y'all get on this journey and then you ain't going to get pulled over because you decided that you put everything on file and you got everything. They ain't going to pull me over. Shitting me. It's time. You got to go through the fire. We got to make sure you know that you know. God got to make sure that you on this side, bro. We got to make sure. We got to make sure you going to stand firm. That's the only way we going to know. Yeah, we got to know you going to stand. So your day come, and then boom, your day come. Yeah. Sometimes now, those who ready, those who study, those who know what's going on, you ready, you happy, and you finna carry this all the way out. Right? And I love it. I love it because you get on here and these people say stupid shit. They'll like show like people getting pulled over, one of the sovereign citizen movements, or they're getting in front of a judge and they'll like show that. But like, what happens? Y'all act like appeals don't exist. Why y'all don't be following the cases all the way through? I wish y'all would try me because I done dismissed all mine quick. We not playing like that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and this year, we putting y'all on it. This year, every case to dismiss, lawsuit. All this pulling you over, searching you down, letting you go home, lawsuit. No, we not doing none of that no more. See, y'all got to start learning that you police the police as well. and so on. How do you do that? Hey man, you see them doing operating wrong at any given time, doing something out of what they supposed to be doing. They don't got no freaking immunities on their job if they violate outside of the scope of it. That's why really I felt when I was on here talking to Derek Gonzalez one time, and man, he was chopping it up, and he said they ain't got no immunities, and I thought about it. They really don't, because ain't no immunities once you outside of outside of the scope of the law. So really, as long as you inside the law, I mean, it is what it is. You're safe. But once you step outside of that, what's immunities? Immunities never existed. It's just don't step outside the law. And the minute you do, oh man, we got to have you. We not playing. We got to have you. Right? We got to have you. But y'all have to stop being afraid, man. I'm not studying these folks. Because the truth is, I told y'all, like, what I've learned in my life is this. And it still proves true to this day. And I'm serious. Anybody that's on a power struggle, that want to do something so bad, you allow them to have that power, they gon' fail every freaking time. I'm telling you, they're gonna crash because of their ego. And all you gotta do is just wait for it. That's why I say these people are not ready. They don't got no type of psychological background to deal with a lot of stuff that they do as a human. It's only so much a human's supposed to do and be able to receive as far as trauma. And if you don't have the right type of mindset and training and so on to carry out to release and things that way, then yeah, boy, it's gonna be a hard time for you. And a lot of people just can't handle it. So they get these jobs and they get on this power struggle, bro. And next thing you know, here they go. They finna violate. They finna do the violation of due process all day long. I see it every day, and y'all do too. All you gotta do is get on your phones, and then in the comments you see the ignorance of the people. You got people on there that just don't know the law, and you say something that's correct about the law. That's not right. That's not. Then you show them the truth, the proof, and the law and the relief of it. And then it's crickets. They don't say anything else. You think you're smart. You think you're a lawyer or something. No, I didn't say I think anything. Obviously, that's what you're thinking. But I'm just telling you, why do I got to be a lawyer to know the law? That's another dumbass thing. Why do I even got to go spend hundreds of thousands of dollars? Why y'all even give me that vision that that's what I had to do to even know the law? No, I don't. I just can sit here and read. The law is actually public for everyone. All laws is. So it's up to you to go and read them and exercise them in the first place. I mean, so why do I need a school? And the law that y'all teach is practice. You're practicing practicing law. Legislative statutory law is what y'all guys doing. So you're not even literally operating according to the Constitution. You have constitutional lawyers out there, but they're only going to act in provisions of certain things that deal with constitutions. They're not going to operate and say the things that we're doing, because otherwise they would be sitting there making money all day long in these courts. They'll be if these constitutional lawyers was really about the constitutions like they say, they would literally be in every municipal court making money, because they can get every case dismissed out of their court. Literally. Push it to a new venue. They can check certain procedures, all type of stuff, all day long. Still to this day. So like right now, I got a situation even going on right now with myself. Like it's so stupid because it's old, but I had to think about it. I was like, man, years ago, I would have been scared as shit about this shit. I wouldn't have, man, I ain't going to court, man. I ain't finna deal with these people. They just gonna have to catch me. I'll deal with it when I get. But like now, it's like, now I'm like, I want to smoke. Like, here you go. Let me get this started for y'all. So I did a motion to like reopen the whole full case on something because I know they was wrong. So yeah, let's reopen this case, even though, yeah, so let's do this. So I sent off a motion to vacate a judgment. And here's the reason why. You violated due process of law. And there's nothing that you guys can do. Anything that I have experienced from you guys over the past course of years at any given time, I could really sue the shit out of y'all for violation of due process of law. But that violation, you see what I'm saying? There's no statute of limitations to their procedures because it's all in fraud. But guess what? It's waiting on me to do something about it. It's waiting on me to make a move about it. And that's the situation about the people. Y'all, it's waiting on you. What the justice that you deserve, the liberty and the things like that you seek, all of that has been in the hands of the power of the people and nobody else. Nobody else's hands. And if you don't move on it and if you don't act on it in that way, you see what I'm saying? Then it's over with for you. Real talk. It's over. Filing, putting this stuff on paper, filing it, it's not enough, family. Cause y'all think, see, a lot of y'all think money gonna get you out this shit. Listen, y'all think money gonna get you out. It's not. Y'all think that, man, I paid $2,000 for this trust class and I got this trust and then I filed this over. Yeah, y'all think that's gonna get you out of it. It's not. Y'all think even putting some on the record is gonna get you out of it. It don't. Do you know what gets you out of do you know what, I ain't even say get you out of your situation. I'm gonna say get you through your situation and handle and receive remedy the way you want to. Do you know what's gonna do that for you? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, man, because one day the sun gotta shine on you, man. When you know the law, this is what's gonna happen. The sun gonna shine, man. What happens? I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me. Put it in the chat. Let me know. I've been through the pain and it's hard to stay calm. Yeah, I bet the sun gonna shine on me. It's gonna shine. Exactly. It don't. Presumption of law exists nowhere in the Bill of Rights. That's a fact. I've been through the storm. I've been through the pain and it's hard to stay calm. Yeah, I bet the sun gonna shine on me. It gonna shine. I bet the sun gonna shine on me. It gonna shine. All of the pain inside is hard to let the shit. We can't let it ride no more, guys. Let's go. I want to ask y'all a question, like, cause the truth is this, man. The only thing that's gonna get you through the situation is knowing the law yourself and being able to exercise it, right? Executor in the faith, executor in the faith, or you saying executor? Either way it go, you got to do it. You got to execute the law, guys. You got to be able to go out there and assert your rights. In order for you to do that, you got to know the law itself. The Constitution does not give you not one single right. It is to guard and protect the rights from the government overreaching into the people's private capacities. Right? That's what you deserve, right? Y'all got to know that. Everything that happens through these municipal courts are literally revenue driven. And since the same people that pay, since you got to realize that if the city is the one that pays the judge, if the city is the one that pays the prosecutor, if the city is the one that pays the officer, as well as the other way around, if the state is the one that pays the judge, prosecutor, and all officers involved, that takes away all impartiality of the court, guys. It removes it. There's no impartial justice that's going to be in that court at all. That's the reason why they try to come with you with a bench trial. And if they getting paid off that creates a conflict of interest. They should not even be able to judge on the case. Every judge, anybody that comes will have to literally recuse themselves every single freaking time. That is the law. But some of you guys, well, you're stuck in that statutory, right? Yeah, you got to get out of there. You got to get out of that one. And you got to know that. If you don't, whew, man, it's a real situation, guys. Can you imagine all of that money that you done spent all the money that the people have put into these processes because you thought that was the real. And then they told you, even listen, man, they told you they got a shadow government, right? They even told you that the devil mocked God in the Bible. They created a mockery. They created something that literally would mimic something that's real, but it's not, right? Right. That's why they call it color of law, right? So let's look that up. Let's look up the color of the law, family. We're gonna do that. Let's look up color first. Under black law. Man, and when you read this, see, this is why y'all gotta read this definition. And again, I keep saying this. United States of America is pretty much the only country I know that the way that people speak, it's not the same exact way. It's not the law. Like everywhere else where you go, their law is their language as well. Then you get over here to America, you talking about English? Man. Yeah. All right, so watch this. Color of law refers to the appearance of legal authority or apparently legal right that may not exist. Shitting me. Color of law refers to the appearance of legal authority or apparently legal right that may not exist. The term is often used to describe the abuse of power under the disguise of state authority and is therefore illegal. But see, this is the game that the United States play because they're operating under commerce. So you got to understand commercial law, and commercial law has to start with a contract. So that's great. That's good. It's still a good thing, but you got to understand it. So in commerce is this, okay? They get to make presumptions. See, presumptions about things in commerce. So you can't do that in law. And see, in commerce, it could be by way of information that you can be charged. Okay? And according to the law, it has to be by a grand jury indictment. Two different things. In commerce, by information, they can assume a lot about you under presumption. When they come to the law, they can't make any form of presumptions without pure evidence and facts. So when you see these courts appear to have legal authority, but they really do not, because you are in a court of well, they back in the day where they would have called it, considered it a merchant court, like a law merchant court. But now they call them legislative courts. That was created by statutory law of the state, because the state is carrying its own business against the people. Hey, they was carrying their own business against the people. Now, when it comes to commerce, here's the thing. You got to show that contract. Now, guess what? They ain't never got a freaking contract. But guess what, though? We got a contract on them. Let's pull out this contract that you said that you're going to uphold the U.S. Constitution and the state constitution. Yeah, let's pull that out. That contract there, buddy, since we're in commerce, I'm going to pull this contract out, and we got you. So you're supposed to be operating according to the law, and according to this contract, we're catching you in breach of contract because it seems that you're moving according to, well, statutory legislative law that's out scope of your contract that we have with you here. Yeah, the people is here today. So, are we catching you in the act of treason right now? Because, I mean, that's what it seems like, because the contract that we do have with you is this Constitution. And it seems like you're doing things that is going against that. So, yeah, I'm going to need. So, since we're in commerce now, you are in commerce. So, do you got a bond? It seems like you guys are trying to practice in here. So, you need license and a bond for those things. Can you bring those forward? Because you're going to need it because you just created a lot of liability that's going to go on in here. And it seems like it's going to be on you. And the state should not have to pay for it. The people should not be taxed for some shit that you did. So, yeah, bring that bond, buddy. And if you don't got that bond, or if you created that bond under the Constitution, well, you lose that bond because you violated. So now bring your house note, bring your deed of trust. Bring all the things that you got. Bring your child saving funds. Yeah, we need all of that. You got to bring it. Mm-hmm. We need it. Hmm. I don't think y'all hear what I'm saying to y'all. It's not like I'm just talking shit. Do it. Y'all think I'm just talking just to be up here saying some stuff? Let me know. Let me vibe for a little bit. Because I think y'all think I'm playing. And once again, hey. Yeah, I think I'm playing. Lord know my pain, he know what I've been through. How I roll my weed just to see it all through. How they gonna play with us? Doubt me, now they trying to get a clue. Expecting my fashion when the sauce come through. Never peeped my mind because you worry about the shoes. Never hearing they lies cause you worry about the ride. Like, yeah, I know she fine, she got no heart inside. Asking questions to heaven, out here searching for blessings. Dropping ass to cash, trying to run up a credit score. The money show character, but y'all ignore it though. No chess, this poker. The life I was dealt, I gotta play it to the end. I give a fuck how they felt. From trust, love, and respect, we never gonna question that. Loyal till a lie, so we on the same quest. Come sit in my classroom, you can learn a few things. Like we create the money while we chasing these dreams. Like steady living a life that you actually see. Never be a copy cause the people out here be faking. And you are what you eat, so the people be faking. Clone bacon, cock and clone behavior. Looking to be saved by the one who's stressing you. This shit be the life. Like, yeah, I'm my stripes. Yeah, I shot my block, but I don't even own it though. Like, yeah, I ride chrome with no high school education. Like, yeah, I'm a subject of my own land. A man with no plan. Survival of the fittest. They forgot about the wit. Coming home strong. 22 women Smith. Like too legit to quit. From rags to having shit. Popping these tags from Mustang with the rags. I can remember when I only had soap to wash my ass. 33 degrees, no heat with no gas. They rather smoke on weed than man, I tell y'all what, man. I'm letting you know what you don't know and what you need to know, because if you don't know that you need to know this, then you already lost. They already got you. They already got you. And it's so crazy because the whole Matrix movies make sense when you in this part in place that I am, because when I get on here and I see people and they say stuff and it's more like, damn, Agent Smith just popping up. Oh, there goes Neo trying to tell the people. And then somebody pop up, he's lying. You can't do that. He's wrong. And all this other extra stuff that they be making up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, this is really, 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 man. This is really a situation that, like, it's a form of a mental illness that people are not even aware that they're in. I'm serious when I say that. It's just a form of a mental illness that people don't even know that they're in. And that's why I say, like, the stuff that we doing now, this is what's going to stop everything. And like I keep telling y'all, like, hey, your family didn't just vote. Voting, vote. Hey, vote. Do you even know why they wanted y'all to vote and still scream out vote today? I want y'all to know this. This had nothing to do about y'all having a damn right. It was about using your ass. It's what it was about. We're going to use the black vote. Have they not shown you that they're going to use the black vote every freaking year based upon how they pitch themselves to you, how they do these type of things? It is just, it's distasteful. They act like you ain't eating shit. How they try to do it. Got a whole campaign of shaking ass. And we want this to run the country? Are you for real? This is how you gonna appeal to us? Yeah, you take us for a fucking joke. Voting is nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna say this. The only thing wrong with voting, and you got to understand where your vote is cast. Your vote truly matters only within your home state, which means that you elect the state officials. That's what the people do, because that's what the republic also is within. Now, we allow the public officials to elect certain things that deals when it comes to the president by through electoral college, stuff like that, right? But you got to realize that. So that's why they call your vote a popularity vote. It don't really matter because we allow the officials to do on our behalf. But this is what I'm saying. And I'm saying this in the aspect where everybody can understand me. So now when it comes to you voting, hey, vote. Hey, vote. But this is the problem though. Me, y'all ask me, do I vote? I don't vote. Why? I don't have to. I just need to know the law. You see what I'm saying? I just need to know the law. And whoever get in that seat, just know I got something to hold you accountable to the fire, and that's this law. I don't care who get in there. You can't create any agenda that's going to take away the rights of the people. I ain't going to let my rights get messed with. I'm trying to teach y'all how to not get yours messed with. I could care less who you put in that seat, bro. I don't care. But when we get to this law and you start violate, I got something for you that's going to get you out that seat. We can get whoever you put in that seat out of there just as quick as they sat down. I promise you, when the people start knowing the law. So now it doesn't, now you got a candidate that you might think you like or something, cool, but it's great. But if you can't hold these people accountable to the law itself, then what the hell are we doing? That's stupid. Now we just voting for a cause just to be used. You need to get out there and vote. Vote for what? We don't know the freaking law. How we gonna know when they doing this wrong? Yeah. That's the serious situation. We look stupid. And then that's why you always getting surprised. I thought he wasn't like that. Damn. Did it again to me. Shoot. And then you talking about, you ask them, well, what we gonna do? They don't even know what to do. But I tell you what though, it's a group of people that do know the law. And the law that they know for sure that they ain't gonna never allow to be touched is those who stand on almost Second Amendment citizen here. They ain't gonna never let nothing happen to that law. And when those people pop out, start talking about that law, they got a militia that's there to protect the republic. Now, they got a little dip in their mouth when they talk, but they're letting you know they got a militia now. And we're here to protect the republic at all times. And then you start messing with my gun rights. We ain't letting that happen now, buddy. When them folks step out, that's when you know it's for real. Because they know. They know. They definitely know about that Constitution. They ain't gonna let nothing mess with that. But the rest, that's about it. Rest of y'all don't see it that way. Y'all will literally let it go. Well, what are we gonna do? What do you mean? What are you gonna do? I just told you exactly what the Constitution said you could do. It said that if you even feel like the government that you were in is just this bad to you, that you can just change your form of government. I don't understand. The way black people complain. I mean, shit, you should have did that years ago. You got 48 million people. That's more than any country. A lot of countries. You know what I'm saying? That's more than a lot of countries that you... Boy, every time I think about that, that shit just make me sick. Because it just let me know, like, we just duped, man. And it's sad that people can't even say, we ain't gonna never come together. You ain't. We is, though. We already doing it. Speak for yourself. Intelligent people take information in, and they adapt. Yeah, that's what intelligent people do. Yeah, you said we didn't know. Shit, we know now. So everybody ought to be moving. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no excuses. And that's the thing. See, and to a lot of people who don't know, or I'm gonna say this, to a lot of people who don't know. I'm talking about what welcome to a real man's world who has the who's the head of the household, and you can't never have one. It ain't no excuse, bro. And you know not to give one. You know not to say you don't know. You know that, right? And since you know that about yourself, well, this is the same thing when it comes to us as a people. Like once you get this new information, you got to be able to adapt. We can't make excuses. Talking about you didn't know, you can't. None of that. We don't get to make an excuse, bro. None whatsoever. So that's why they say ignorance of the law is inexcusable. Ain't no excuse. You right. We did know but we can't let that be a crutch. We cannot let that shit be a crutch. That's the most dumbest thing that we keep doing. You keep hollering, talking about, man, we ain't gonna be able to come together. We ain't gonna be. Yeah, you just saying you ain't gonna be a part of the party. Just say that shit and get your ass on somewhere, because we don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Just say you ain't gonna be a part of it. We good with that. But you can't tell us what the rest ain't gonna do when we already in action. We already in motion. And this the thing is, we ain't here for a short time. We here for the long run. Perpetual is what we want. We want to perpetuate. Well, MNRP wants to perpetuate itself. 200 years, 300 years from now, this needs to still be in existence if we do everything right. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows, man? This flag still might be flying. Never know. But I tell you what, God knows. Whatever God ordains will be. But we did do what we were supposed to do. And if God seeks to exalt MNRP in ways that man can't even think to understand. Because here's the thing. Y'all like, man, he's crazy. He's talking crazy. Listen, they said the same shit to the United States. Britain was like, they crazy. That's treason. Let's go kill them. Yeah, look what happened. Yeah, look what happened. They said the same thing to a lot of these empires and things like that. That these people ain't gonna be this, or they ain't gonna have this, or they started out small. Yeah, look what happened. Think about the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire was just a tribe, bro, a small tribe at once that grew to thousands, to a full empire, bro. Anything with the heart and will of man. See, you can't underestimate that. And I think that that's the power that you don't know that you got, is that willpower. When you decide that you're going to do something and you make it up in your mind that you're going to do it and there's nothing that's going to stop you from doing it, it's done. Literally. I promise. And they know that. That power right there, it's so tremendous that you really don't even understand who and what you are and what you got when you start talking down to yourself as if you can't have or as if you can't be something. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop that. You got to lose that type of mentality. Stand. It's the people's choice. Stand or fall, guys. Somebody right now probably getting harassed. Need to see your let me see your ID. Can I see your? I seen one where a dude was sitting there recording, and then they just walked up on him and give me your ID. He was like, "What? Yeah, let me see your ID. We on there. We doing an investigation right now. I need to see your ID. Investigation on what?" See, you got to know, like, that. This is why y'all got to know this. Every single thing that they do, they have to be sure of it. You can refuse. If they can't say that you are a prime suspect, which means they know for a fact that they can link you to whatever investigation that they trying to do at that particular time, Bro, you ain't got to show a damn thing. You can refuse ID, and if they threaten to take you to jail, just let them know that you're gonna do it on the protest. And then once they do it, and I don't give a damn what they do from that point on, it's all gonna be in violation of due process of law anyway. You got a lawsuit on your hand, and if they let you go home and sue them. Don't just be like, man, they just checked my ID. That's a lawsuit, bro. Lawsuit. And I'm saying we gotta be just as strict on them the same way they are with us with the same thing, guys. Because they use it to their advantage. Statutory law says that if you are doing 45, if it says 46 miles an hour, 45, and you do 46 miles an hour, they can literally pull you over every time. That's statutory law, right? But the constitutional law says that, well, you got the right to face your accuser, right? You got to, and it has to be an injured party. The living man has to be amongst the living man. No corporations can literally charge a living man. And I'm talking about on a criminal-like charge. They can't charge you. It can charge you civilly. Like, it could sue you like type thing. But then again, it's going to be trying to sue you for other things. And then if it's dealing with criminal things, that's what the state has to bring the charge against you. It's different. So I'm just letting you know, like, we just got to get better. They pull you over 46, then you get to court, and then you realize the court that you in, same people that accusing you, trying to charge, they the beneficiaries of it. All this is violation of due process of law, right then and there. So you got the right to act and remove and make sure that you get the right that you deserve in that. Can't be a witness. The state can't be a witness in its own case. Nor can the city. City can't be the city can't be a witness and be the judge and be the prosecutor. It can't do it. It can't be the accuser and all of that. That's crazy. Again, that's why I say going to the city police department to file a complaint against the officer is stupid as shit. Stupid. Stop doing that stupid stuff. No. You sue them. You don't go to them to fix their own problem. You don't let them investigate that. We're going to investigate ourselves. What? So you can hide and not present the right evidence. That's the reason why when you go to these bench trials and stuff like that and you tell them motion to produce certain things like that and all of a sudden they just ain't producing shit, and then you go to court and then they got somebody there to talk, and it's like, where's the body cam? Where's the speed gun? Where is the calibration log of the speed gun? We also need subpoena the people who made the gun, because we need their statistics on how often do these things fail, and should they be calibrated every single day, how many times, etc. Like, is it possible that you could calibrate it and walk out the door and it wasn't really calibrated? Is the calibrator, how many times has it been checked? We need sufficient evidence, because without these things, all the things I'm asking is creating reasonable doubt about your speed gun and whether I was going 46 miles an hour or not. Also, can you prove to me that every car is built going 45 miles? Like, if I can go 45 in my car, you can go 45 in your car, and still one of us is going to be going a little bit faster than the other because the governor is off. It's not the same on anybody's car. So I'm just saying, we can create the biggest reason, we can create the doubt every single time, and I'm gonna get this case up out of here. And guess what? When I start asking those type of questions, I get these people started to being subpoenaed to court and all this type of shit. They not gonna want to go through all of that. Why? It's going to cost too much money for their ass to lose. You better get up out of here right now. Matter of fact, prosecutor, we coming anyway, because you know you ain't had shit to prosecute this case in the first place. Why am I here? Why am I here? Y'all playing. You playing with people. Playing with people's lives. And the fact that you're willing to do it, and you're willing to act upon the ignorance of the people. You're willing to offer a public defender. And that's the reason why when I seen that one public defender that I was watching, and he got to fighting with the judge because the public defender said, I don't know what y'all trying to do in here, but I'm representing my client the way I supposed to. And the public defender was challenging shit and saying all kind of stuff. And the judge didn't like it, called him stupid, get out the way, I'm going to handle the rest. And he said, no, I got a right to represent my client. And so, yeah, come outside then. They went back there and got to duking. So I'm like, okay, I need, if a public, you're going to be a damn public defender for me, be that one. Don't bring me. But see, this the thing, though. Y'all got to see, if you knew the law, even knowing the law, see, you can do this. If you know the law yourself, and you can handle your own affairs or whatever. Let's say you might not want to. Let's say that you can't even talk. They just broke your hands, bust your shit up, whatever, at the time. And during the time of trial, you really can't make no type of form of communications at the time, whatever. But this is for real. And I'm just saying this is you in an incapacitated position at this time. But let's say they had somebody trying to, like a public defender, dealing with your case. But you actually know the law. And you got to accept it due to your situation. There's nobody else at this time. But let's just say, and you see the public defender doing things outside of the scope of what she's supposed to do in representation of protecting your rights, boy, that is called negligence. And you can sue the shit out his ass, and you can sue the court for hiring him as well, because they ought to have better and well-trained what? Representatives. Everybody getting sued. You shouldn't have put him here. Why'd y'all even hire him? That's the reason why you can sue the police department too. You can sue the actual officer and the department for not properly training the officer as well. But we got to stop taking it easy on these people, these corporations, these companies. Stop taking it easy. Some of y'all can make at least $20,000, $30,000 off your credit report right now if you just knew the law. Everybody that's on there fraudulently reporting on your credit report right now, all violations, all deserve to get paid. Because here's the thing, in commerce, you do anything wrong to harm anybody, there is a fee you got to pay. There's always a penalty. You got to pay in commerce. Got to pay. So in order for you to make that happen, guys, you got to go out, right? Got to go out there and pop it off. If you don't, it's going to be your fault. So this is what I want you guys to do. I'm getting on the hungry side right now. I want you guys to first and foremost, get ready for work session, season 8. If you're not a part of work session, what I want you to do first, I want you, and somebody that's in the chat, put this in the comments too. Admin at ingodwetrustacademy.org. Send us an email and let us know that you want to be a part of work sessions. And we'll get you added in there where you can be a part of the class. Now, guys, if you already been a part of work sessions and you know you in there, then just check your email. We're going to send out the link to you. You do not have to let us know that you want to be a part of work sessions. You're already in there, okay? So don't give us too much extra work to do. Just to the new people. If you know about work sessions already in work sessions, already know how to get in, then great. You're still going to be able to. You don't have to worry about that. All right, so coming up December the 13th, guys, here in Huntsville, Alabama, we're having a conference of the Lawful Money Masterclass, all right? Been asked to do this class again. We're bringing it back. We also, got plenty of testimonies from this as well, so you're going to let you guys able to hear those things as we continue to grow up to this. But November the 13th is the end of the early bird special here, and it is $150. The regular price is $200. All right. So if you get this class, guys, see, I'm in a giving mood right now. So when you get this class, I'm automatically giving you 3 ebooks. If you already got the 3 ebooks, okay, great. But if you get this class right now, you're getting the Creditor Slayer. All right. You get a free ticket to win a 2026 Toyota Camry that we're going to be giving away. All right. In 2026. And also a chance to win cash prizes as well, okay? And it's $10 a ticket for that. So just know, but you're getting a free one in that. And you're getting Killing the Presumption of Death, Living Trust Awakens here. And this actual is about the birth certificate process that I took myself, that I showed you guys how I filed and done everything. So you can get that ebook as well that goes along with it. And you get this foreclosure ebook that goes with it. So that's 3 ebooks and a free ticket, chance to win a free car and or cash prizes as well. All right. So there you go. You got that opportunity to do that right now. Okay, if you don't have the 150 but still want to get a chance at the ebooks, all you got to do is get a MNRP raffle ticket, which is $10 donation per ticket, guys. Like I said, it gives you a chance to win at a new car and or, right, cash prizes of $500. All right. So we were going to do this. Well, we're going to still do the drawing on February the 21st, 2026. However, we're going to move the event up until March. So March the 21st. That way we'll be in the spring. We don't want anybody to get, stuck somewhere based upon black ice trying to travel to us. So I had to think about that because it gets serious in Alabama upon travel in February and stuff. So we're going to actually move it to March for the event. But the drawing will still happen February 21st. Okay? So we're still going to do it that way. Now, with that being said, guys, this is your chance. You get 2 of those tickets, $10. It actually gives you a free ebook of your choice. You get 6 tickets, you get all 3 ebooks. You get 10 tickets, you get all 3 ebooks, plus a free work session class of your choice. Okay? So I just want you to know what you can get. All right? This is your opportunity to have. And this is a lot of information. Yes, I know I tend to overdo it sometimes, but who cares? It's yours to get if you want. And it's up to you to actually follow through. And these are not just ebooks with just like a pamphlet information. This is actually ebook that's going to actually give you remedy into what you're, in these particular subjects. I guaranteed. Already been proven remedies, already been done multiple times, etc. However, it's on you. This is why this setting was called the People's Choice today, because it's your choice, guys. Stand or fall. Either you're going to stand up and do something about your situation, or you're going to keep making excuses on why you can't do something and never get to it. Literally, right? First thing I never understood why they were like, make up your bed. Why? Because I'm just going to get back in it. But making up your bed is a sign of the accomplishment for the rest of the day. That's why if that's how people that goes to the gym, especially for myself. So when I go to the gym, it lets me know that I'm ready to attack everything else the same way for the rest of the day. I'm going to accomplish it. We're going to make it happen. So, it's always a motivation in that, man. So do the little things, because when it comes time to the bigger things, it's going to be easier for you just to take on the situation until you know that you complete these things. And it's just a joy to always have, man, So stay up in the law, guys. We're going to be back on here later on today. All right. So I'll get with y'all. Let's see what it's 12, maybe like 6, 7, sometime like that later on. But I do appreciate you guys for your time as always. And yeah, you got any questions you emailed? Okay. I'll say something about any other questions that you guys may have, do DM or whatever, and I'll let you guys know. If not, tell you certain things to do, but remember the email that I gave you, and you can also send and ask questions there too as well. So appreciate y'all for y'all time. Yes, I still got tickets. I need all these gone. All these need to be gone by the end of this week. There's 200 of them. We're going to get rid of them. We're going to get rid of all of them. Somebody going to win this car. I don't know who, but somebody going to get it. Somebody. I hope it's you, though. Hope it's you. Hope it's you. Hope you get it. But you can't get it if you don't seize the opportunity. Y'all have a great one, though. I'll catch y'all. Catch y'all in a minute.